Hello, friends. It's me. Do you know about the Civil Rights Movement? It was a movement in the United States between the 1950s and 1960s. It aimed to end racial segregation and discrimination against Black people. During this time, there was a young man who dedicated his life to fighting for equality for all people. He gave powerful speeches and led peaceful protests. This great leader changed society forever with his words and actions. So let's take a moment to learn about this amazing person. But before we begin, tell me one thing. What do you think is the greatest quality a person can have? Is it kindness, bravery, or intelligence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of videos, please subscribe so you won't miss any new stories. Thank you. I have a question for you. Have you ever been somewhere where you were not allowed to enter simply because of the color of your skin, or because of your religion or gender? How did you feel? Did you feel angry, sad, or helpless? I'm guessing you felt really bad on the inside, but you probably didn't say anything. Why not? Because you're a good and kind person. You didn't want to make others feel bad just because they were different from you. You believe everyone should be treated fairly, no matter what they look like or how they worship. It's great. In today's story, we will meet a man who dedicated his life to making sure that everyone is treated fairly, no matter what color they are. This man changed the world with his words and actions. He truly believed that everyone should be equal and should be treated fairly. But it wasn't easy. He faced many challenges and dangers, but he never gave up. He knew that his dream of a better world was worth fighting for. He dreamed of a day when Black people would be treated equally to white people in America. He wanted them to have the same rights and opportunities. But unfortunately, in those days, Black people were often treated very badly. They were not allowed to vote or make important decisions in their communities. They were also not allowed to go to the same schools or use the same public facilities as white people. But this great man did not accept this unfair treatment. He wanted to make a difference, and he did. But before I reveal his name, let me tell you a bit more about him. This man was a strong believer in nonviolent resistance. He organized many peaceful protests and marches to show people how unfair the laws were. One of the most famous was the Montgomery bus boycott. It lasted for over a year and ended with the city of Montgomery agreeing to allow Black people to sit at the front of the bus. But even after all these victories, there was still a long way to go. The man knew that the fight for equality would continue for many years, but he was not afraid. He knew that he was making a difference and that his dream of a better world was within reach. Now, guess who this amazing man was? That's right. It was Martin Luther King Jr. He was a great leader who inspired millions of people to fight for equality and justice. You may be wondering why we should remember him. Well, we should remember him because he taught us that everyone deserves to be treated equally. He showed us that we should speak out against injustice and work to make the world a fair place for everyone. His words and actions continue to inspire us today to fight for a better world. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is celebrated each year on the third Monday of January. It's a day when we remember the life and work of this great man. It's also a day when we come together to work towards making his dream of equality and justice for all a reality. What can you do to honor Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy? Well, you can start by learning more about him and the Civil Rights Movement. You can also get involved in your community and work to make a difference in the world. Remember, even small actions can make a big difference. So do we not be afraid to speak up for what you believe in and work to make the world a better place for everyone. And that's all for today's story. I hope you enjoyed learning about this great leader and his legacy. You can also talk to your parents or teachers about him and the Civil Rights Movement. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to our channel to get notified when we release new videos. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more amazing stories. Till next time.